Do you know, I've not seen many Asian people at our comedy club.
Over here?
Yeah.
I mean, we have, is it two Asian people?
I mean, comedians that we know.
Oh,
that
you're
there are
saying
two,
audience
there are two
members.
or three. Audience members, I don't see many.
Asian people usually come when there's like big...
Diwali or?
No, okay. No, not Diwali. No. There's like an Asian comedy fan base in Nairobi, but they usually come for like the big acts. Yeah. I think I don't know why, but I think they've seen us a lot.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think one Asian has ever seen me, and the one Asian that I saw that saw me, I addressed that person in the crowd, and I think they left probably after.
What did you say to them?
I kind of insulted them.
Yeah, of course they would leave.
You know what I told the guy? It was so bad. I actually low-key, I felt bad after.
For real?
Yeah, I swear I felt bad after.
Yeah, those are the worst, man.
Yeah, I was making a joke about how us Asians marry our cousins. And like how sometimes if you marry your cousin, you could get some abnormalities in your child.
Yeah.
And then I told this guy in the crowd that you look like your parents were cousins.
So he looks like an inbred.
That's what I told him. And I was like, oh my God, why did I say that?
You insulted that guy to his face. That's what you did.
And his wife was sitting right next to him.
Oh my God.
I felt so bad. I was like, why did I just say that? But it just came out.
You know, sometimes those things come out, especially when you're doing crowd work, because it's very like, it's just like, you just say the first thing that comes to your head. So sometimes you might say something very insensitive without actually meaning to be
insensitive
and mean. Yeah, because some things can come out as very, very mean.
Yeah.
And then when you say that, the whole audience hates you immediately.
But people laughed.
Oh, people laughed.
I think people have a disdain for Asians.
Oh yeah, if it's Asians now. They're like, they're fine.
Why,
they're privileged
Jack, why?
Anyway.
Why?
So they're fine. They're like, they're privileged anyway. Yeah, but I mean, but sometimes, you can say something to someone which comes up as very insensitive and people just hate you immediately. You can just feel the crowd. You just lost them.
You feel it, right? Oh my God, you feel it.
You can feel it.
You're so, like, I don't know if it's energy or it's body language, but when you're on stage, you're like hypersensitive to the crowd's feeling and energy. Yes. You can immediately feel if like just the air goes out of the room.
Yes, you can feel like there's definitely an energy. There's definitely
amazing.
An energy.
It's amazing. Yeah, and
you
like
need to be in tune to how the energy in the room is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the things that I learned recently, actually, and Jack, you probably know this being in the game for a long time, is like bulleting.
Yes.
So bulleting is, guys, for those who don't know, bulleting is going first on stage.
Yes.
It is difficult.
It's very difficult.
Oh my God. I was like, I used to question myself all the time because sometimes people used to, like the showrunners would put me as a bullet.
Yes.
And I would go on stage and I'd be like, yeah, okay, fine. I'm bulleting. It's like, okay, I have my good stuff today.
Yeah.
And then I would go on stage and like the amount of laughs would be minimal. And then I would come off stage and I'm like, do I need to rewrite? What was wrong with my body language?
I mean,
and I didn't know.
Yeah, you didn't know.
I didn't know the phenomenon of the bullet.
Yeah. That's why it's called. You're literally taking a bullet for the other comedians. You're dying for us. That is what you're doing when you go up fast.
Jack, I didn't know that. I was told several months after.
Yeah.
Several months I was told after they were like, oh yeah, the bullet is the hardest thing and I think you should practice. I was like, wait, why should I?
So the whole time you just thought maybe it's something to do with your jokes or your performance?
I thought it was something to do with my jokes.
It's usually the hardest spot actually.
Damn.
Because what you're doing as the bullet is you're breaking the ice with people. And first of all, you have to remember people are not drunk yet. Because when you go later on, people are probably like a bit tipsy. People have a couple of beers inside them, so they're like loose. Right. When you go later. But then when you're bulleting, people are sober. Someone just tried to park his car, mtu amekosa parking. So some people are frustrated. They just got there. The waiter hasn't brought the order yet. It's those type of, and then you're coming there with your jokes. It's quite difficult.
They just don't want to hear you.
Yeah.
But Jack, I have a question.
Yes.
Like sometimes when you have a host that is like, okay, like a host that is amazing.
Yes.
You have a host that knows what he's doing. The guy will go on at first and he'll be having people in fits of laughter.
Yes.
When Doug goes up as a host, he will have people like dying of laughter from the very start.
Even before the first comedian goes
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so when I have the unfortunate chance to then go on like after Doug, like people are, oh my God, laughing like crazy. And then I come on there and then everyone just goes silent. Like, how is that? But the energy was there. So
the energy was the host already set the energy.
Exactly. So why? Okay. So maybe.
Okay. No. I'll tell you this. I just think maybe there's something called riding the wave. You need to go and just ride the wave. Because sometimes
go with the same energy.
Yeah. Because sometimes your energy might not match the energy of where the crowd is at. You might be a bit low energy. Maybe that's your act, but you'll find that if there's like a high energy act, he'll probably crack them up too.
Right.
Probably. So it's called riding the wave. You just you sense the energy in the room and you're like, okay, so this is where the energy is at, and you go with that and you just up the ante. You just
right.
Usually that works anyway. Yeah, it's usually the best. You just put a bit more energy, a bit more performance, because you know what Kisiangani does. Like he just performs. He'll be on the ground doing something. Next is there, you doing what?
It's true.
Yeah, the crowd is like, oh, something's going on.
Something's happening.
Yeah, something's happening. Yeah.
I've noticed that I actually tried this once after I was informed that the Bullet is a difficult place to be. Is like come onto the stage like with like just fire. Like,
it's just fire. Yeah.
What's up, people? Like really come in with like a high energy.
Yes,
and I found that at least I do slightly better. But by the way, like sometimes I speak as if I'm a veteran comedian. But honestly, like I have 3 jokes. I have 3 jokes that I retell for the last year. And
that's fine.
But I have tested out a few things and I think they work.
Yeah, but you get what I mean though, yeah? Because even for Doug, I'm sure you've noticed sometimes he goes on stage and he just goes, fuck yeah. He's just pumping energy into the crowd, and then he goes into his bits. Yeah, but usually you need something to just pump up the energy.
I see what you mean.
Get people
I need
excited.
to do more bulleting. I really want to do it.
Yeah, you could.
I think I can do it.
But it's hard, man. I mean, it's often very disappointing.
People have told me that my stage presence is good. But my writing needs
some work.
Yeah, needs some work.
Okay.
So I think with a stage presence, I think I would do well in a bulleting.
In a bullet position.
Yeah, a bullet.
Are you an act out type of guy? Do you think you can do like act outs? Just you're still trying to figure out your style. You think?
I think at this point I'm just trying to get to the point where I can be a bit funny.
Get some laughs fast.
Just give me one. Just give me a chuckle.
Oh my God!
Just give me one chuckle, please.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm looking for.
Comedy has some very high highs and some very low lows. So but it's all good, man.